Hello and welcome back to another Supraliminal Games MTG Arena video. I am Jayrod, and this week I'm going to go ahead and do a draft with no stipulation. I put on the last video that I did to see if there was any recommendations. There weren't any yet. So I went ahead and decided just to do a draft for myself. I'm going to go ahead and do the Guilds of Ravnica draft, the quick draft, not the competitive, just so I can go ahead and try to squeak out a few wins before it kicks me out. My goal is to, get a decent number of gems, so maybe I can roll that into maybe another one of these drafts again and see if I can go back to back on these. So 750 gems, so it looks like I need to get to 6 wins. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and draft guilds and see if I can make a more linear deck than the 4-color monstrosity that the rare draft had me make. Alrighty. So, a couple split cards. I'm already going to lean towards one of those two. Status and Statue. Not sure where Status was. This is one of the best cards, I think, especially in these colors. Each one could be a removal spell for a creature. The flexibility of destroying an artifact or enchantment on the statue side is also very good. Firemind's Research, I don't think that's a limited card. It might be, perhaps I'm wrong, but I just don't think that you can really get there utilizing that many spells in limited, because the amount of removal and spells that you'll need, you're probably just going to get overrun by Boros decks all day, I think. Electromancer would be great in that deck, as would any of the jumpstart cards like Sonic Assault. But I'm going to go ahead. So Discovery and Dispersal is also pretty good here. So you can draw a card or return a non-land permanent they control, and then they discard a card. So it's a bodiless Dinrova Horror, but at instant speed, that's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and pick Status and Statue, though. It'll leave me open to go into Sultai, which has been one of the strongest 3-color combinations of black, green, blue. Okay. So another way I could go is Abzan. The Hazda Marshal's a pretty decent card. I don't think that's where I want to go with this deck, though. District Guide is a pretty good card. It's reminiscent of a couple similar creatures. Civic Wayfinder comes to mind. I believe that was in original Ravnica, where it found a basic land and put it in your hand. But this also could get a gate, so if I do end up being 3 colors, I would have a little bit of fixing. In black and green specifically, I do have a couple other options. Siege Worm, I think, is one of the best finishers of the format right now. Pax Favor's a pretty good combat trick. Ironshell Beetle and Devkarin Dissident are both fine 2-drops, but I don't think I'm hunting for a 2-drop at this point. But I'm going to go ahead and actually not commit to the splash, but I'm going to go ahead and lean into it. Artful Takedown is one of the better spells. It's another 4-drop, so if I do play Statue and Artful Takedown, I do have 2 4-drops already. But I believe that Artful Takedown is worth it, because -2/-4 kills a lot of things. And just the combat trick of tapping a creature and having their second best creature come in at a lower power if they have a couple even Siege Worms makes it a lot easier for me to deal with. Okay, so got a couple options here. Thought Erasure. It's a fine card. It's a Thoughtseize that surveils for an extra blue mana. Disinformation Campaign. There's a possibility I could just roll into the Surveil deck and just keep bouncing this back to my hand. The straight up removal of Deadweight is pretty tempting. Erstwhile Trooper, not really what I'm going for at this point yet. It probably would fit in, but I think I'm looking more for removal at this point. Card Advantage is a pretty good option, but I think I'm going to go with Deadweight, because even if I go green-black or blue-black, I'm going to need this black card, I think. Okay. So one thing I haven't done is drafted any creatures yet. I am keeping track of that. Unmoored Ego, that's not really that good. It's somewhat like the Kaladesh card, that the name I can't really think of, where they removed cards and then if you got them out of their hand, they get to draw cards to replace them. It's fine if you know you're coming up against a really good card and you want to make sure you don't face it, but I'm actually in the format where we only play one game, so that's completely useless to me. The two cards I'm leaning into, Leapfrog. I already have 2 instants or sorceries, and Notion Rain is a very good sorcery. I think I want to start getting creatures into my deck, so I think Leapfrog is where I'm going to lean towards right now. Okay, alright, I like this a little bit more. One of my favorite cards, Pitiless Gorgon. The Death Touch creatures in this set, with the amount of cards that fight, or just the pump spells that I can put into this, it's a good way for me to get rid of some of their bigger threats without having to stretch too far with blocking and an Artful Takedown and something like that. So if I pick up a couple Prey Upons, the Pitiless Gorgon is going to make that go a long way. Muse Drake is another good option. I'm going to lean away from that, just because I do really enjoy the Death Touch on this creature. The flying and drawing a card is also very good, but I want to go ahead and get this other 3-drop into my deck. Dimir Spybug. I'm definitely going to be hunting for a couple more Surveil cards, because the Spybug can take over a game if it's not handled, and you can Surveil 2 or 3 times. A 4/4 flyer with Menace is really hard for them to deal with. Muse Drake again, I'm going to have to pass on, sadly. Okay, not really looking for anything here. The Iron Shell Beetle is a little bit tempting, because like I mentioned before, if I get more things with Death Touch, throwing a extra counter on the Spybug just for playing a creature rather than surveilling, that could be a good thing. And the Guildgate is unfortunately not in the colors I'm looking for, so I'll go ahead and pick up the Iron Shell Beetle. I think it's an easy Generous Stray here. This card's fantastic. It's like Muse Drake, comes down a little bit easier. This is another Surveil payoff card, but maybe I should lean towards that, but I think I'm going to go ahead and grab the Stray for right now. Okay, nothing that I really want to have here, so I think just for the collection, not really looking for anything here. Wow. I guess I'll just grab this gold card and throw it into the sideboard. Alright, Pax Favor. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. I really like that as a combat trick with any kind of Death Touch. Thought Erasure. It's got Surveil, so it already passes the test of Spybug. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Okay, the Devious Cover-Up. Just a good way to get rid of a spell of theirs, and if it has anything to do with Jumpstart or Undergrowth, it makes sure it takes that away as an option for them later on as well. So I'll throw that in there. See how that looks when we get to the build. If I want to build tokens, I guess I'll need one of these two in any kind of other deck, so I'll just grab the one that makes two of them. I think in a 3-color deck I'm going to lean away from the Shade, so I'm going to grab the Mesmerist here. Get in a couple early attacks even if they have a 1 to 2 power creature. And Vicious Rumors is sideboard. Okay, perfect. This is the best Boros pack I'm ever going to see. Sacred Foundry, 6 damage to anything. The Guild Gate, 1 damage and they can't block. Barging Sergeant. The Legion Guild Mage, my goodness. But I did find the Prey Upon that I was hoping to find at least one of, maybe 2 of. Capture Sphere is also a good option here, but the Prey Upon with 3 power creatures or just Death Touch, I think is going to be something that's going to help me stay in the game until I can just grind out enough value. Okay, so I think here I'm going to go for the Siege Worm. I need a big finisher at the end. Deadweight would be a good option here. Golgari Guildgate I should definitely start favoring soon, but I think here I'm going to go ahead and grab the creature rather than the fixing. Ooh, okay, so a couple good options here. The Lotless Giant I saw do very good things in a few matchups that I've played in Constructed. I don't know that I'm going to have too many creatures, so I don't think Undergrowth is going to be as good for me as I would have liked. Second Prey Upon, I feel like I need to just take now while it's here. Yeah, this is also a rough pack because while the Giant's here, there's also a Gorgon. Severed Strands I've seen be very good, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Prey Upon. Okay, so the Strands is good. Sinister Sabotage is good. Citywide Bust is a bust. The Sphere is good, but I think I'm going to go ahead and grab this Dimir Guildgate to start fixing my 3-color deck that I maybe shouldn't be doing. Alright, so there's another Guildgate, but there's a couple other options. Disinformation Campaign is another Surveil payoff. Watcher in the Mist is just a very good card that also surveils. I'm going to lean towards this, but I'm going to talk through a couple of the other options. The Centipede, if I'm aggressive with it, they'll eventually block it, and I can get another counter onto something that I want bigger. Passwall Adept, any creature can't be blocked, so that's a good way for me to grind out late game value with my smaller creatures. Just keep poking through with them. Might of the Masses, that's a very good pump spell. If I had a lot more creatures, I don't think I'm in that deck. That's more of a Selesnya card. Not necessarily green-white, but just it's better in a deck with a lot of small tokens and such. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the Watcher in the Mist. Spooky Art, great card. Alright, well, there's a couple gates here. Pax Favor. I think I'm going to lean towards Hitchclaw Recluse. Let's see, yeah. The crab is crabby. But the Spider's Reach, I usually like having one of these if I can grab one up. Okay, I will gladly grab a Wild Zeratok. Alright, here's another unfortunately rough pack. I don't think I need a second Devious Cover-Up, and I probably won't need a second Leapfrog, but I'm going to go ahead and grab that, just in case I am Creature Light when we get to that point. Alright, so the Passwell Adept did come back, or maybe this is another one from that first pack that I don't remember him being in that first pack, because it is pick 9. Gladly grab this Passwell Adept, like I mentioned, because even if I don't get the instant or sorcery evasion for Leapfrog, paying 3 mana to just swing in for 3 is a really good way to end a game, if I can do that a couple times after getting in early. Gonna go ahead, never happened, target opponent reveals their hand, you choose a non-land card from it and exile it. Ooh, or the graveyard. That's kind of neat, but not really looking for that. I think I'm just gonna grab this Torch Courier. I like him, he's fun. Not really sure I want either of these two creatures in my deck. My 3-drop's a little full. I'll grab the Dowser of Lights, but probably not play him. Sinister Sabotage here seems fine. It's another Surveil card, so more Spybug fun. Here's the other Passwell Adept. I will grab him. Gladly have 2 of those as options. Enhanced Surveillance. Look an additional 2 cards. I mean, I'll grab this. I probably won't really play it, though, so I think I'm going to immediately throw it into the sideboard. And Gird for Battle. Sideboard. Okay. 2 of the color cards. Nightveil Predator, though, has looked like the best one of the 5. You can't get rid of it easily, and that's not nothing. So this with things like Prey Upon, Pack's Favor on this if they try to get fancy and just block with a couple like medium-sized flyers, just break right on through that. Yeah, there's nothing else in here that is as good as the Nightveil Predator. And I'm going to have to probably say that same exact sentence again. This time it's probably even easier. Artful Takedown may be good, but this card just seems like it can end a game real quick. So I might be a little less green than I was originally planning to be. So, with that in mind, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab this removal spell for destroying a creature with Surveil 2. Deadly Visit's also very good, but this is an instant for 1 black mana less. And if it's targeting a legendary creature, which there are a few, it's 1 in a black. So no reason not to grab Price of Fame. Okay. Nothing in here for the blue or black side if I do just cut the green. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this green card. The Harpooner from my first draft, or the first Ravnica draft I recorded. He's one of my favorites. Just comes in, takes down a good number of flyers, and late game can possibly take out a really big flyer that you're having trouble with. Okay. So another Prey Upon. Obviously, I didn't have to favor them as much, but I think the Dimir Informant with the Surveil's really the key here. Nightveil Sprite, probably going to take that because it's another Surveil every time I attack with it. Nothing good here, so I'll go ahead and take the Hunted Witness for if I want to build a token deck of some sort later on. Notion Rain I'll pick up. Surveil 2, draw 2, then deals 2 damage. Again, if I have Spybug out, there's just so much value there, it doesn't even matter. Pick up Moodmark Painter. If anything, it gives a creature menace for a turn, even if there's no creatures in your graveyard. So it could be a way to knock out a player towards the end of the game. I don't think I want another Passwall Adept. I think I'll just grab an Electromancer for the collection. And this is also bad, so I'll grab a Guildgate for the collection / Vault Progress. And I think these last few picks are going to be all similar. Here's a Wizard if I want to do anything with Wizards, who knows. Hitchclaw, I'll grab another one of, but I'm not going to need 2. Sure Strike's a fine card. And 10th District Guard. Alright, so, got 48 cards. My first thought is that I am in dire need of having to cut some green, because with 2 Night Veil Predators, I think I want to stay mostly blue-black. That might have to take out the Siege Worm, and I will probably instead have to play the Dowser of Lights, just as one of my big dumb idiots towards the end of the game. But I think 2 of these, and a Watcher in the Mist, and even a Ceratok can be enough middling pressure that if I can get down one of my Passwall Adepts, I'll be able to break through for lethal damage towards the end of the game. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut Siege Worm, sadly. I think I'm going to cut the Recluse. Don't think the Beetle's going to be good enough here. The Mesmerist certainly won't be good enough here. Don't think I need 2 Leapfrogs. So I already have to only cut 3 more. Maybe the Moodmark Painter isn't good enough. The Menace might not be what I'm looking for. I think the Passwall Adepts is going to be a better line to get through a stalled board than giving one of my bigger creatures Menace. I think the 2 Prey Pawns is fine. I have these 3 creatures with Death Touch, so I think I'm okay with that. And then anything else can get Death Touch for black or green mana, so I can turn anything into instant removal, instant / sorcery removal. How many Surveil cards do we have? Got the Sprite, the Thought Erasure, the Notion Rain, Sinister Sabotage, Dimir Informant, and the Watcher in the Mist. So, not a whole bunch for the Spybug, but I think enough to where if I can get them up to a 3/3 or a 4/4, that'll be able to chip in for a decent amount of damage. Still 2 more cuts. So my 3-drop looks a little rough. Maybe the Leapfrog isn't where I want to be. Maybe the Stray isn't where I want to be. With such a light green touch, I feel like he'd be... This little kitty's a creature you'd want to play early on. And if I don't have the green and I have this in my hand, I'm going to be kind of upset with myself. So I think I'm going to have to go ahead and lose the other Leapfrog and the Generous Stray. It pains me, but they don't Surveil. They don't quite do what this deck is trying to do. Let me count the creatures before I actually cut those 2. The Sprite, 2 Adepts, Harpooner, Spybug. So there's 5 right there. 6 and 7. So we're going to skip those 2. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 creatures. I think I can live with that. we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. Sorry for that extra noise. I think the removal package that I have, I think I'll be okay with that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green cards, because I can play this without having any green mana. Yeah, I think we're good. I do like their land suggestions usually, so I'm going to leave it at that. So we're going to go ahead and be done, and go ahead and try to play a game with this wacky deck. Now, I'm sure there was definitely a few options that other people were screaming at me for taking, but I went ahead and just made the deck that I wanted to make. And there's a good chance it's definitely not the best deck, but I think I'm going to enjoy playing it. So there's the Prey Upon I already don't have the mana for. But I do have the mana for the Passwall Adept, and then one land away from a couple decent cards, a removal and a counter spell that should be good. And the Passwall Adept being a 1/3 should allow me to swing it a couple times, even if they have like a 1/1 or a 2/2. Or 2/3 even. You know, I'll just keep trying to push through some damage. I won't mind giving up a little bit of life in the early race, because I think I can catch up later on. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Opponent looks like they kept 7 as well. So, give the hellos, and drop the Guild Gates. Cal Kush, with what looks to be a little smiley face right there. He's a happy little fella. Ah, the Mesmerist. Demir Informant, that's something that's going to be good to get on. So here's a 1/3. That will be able to block their 2/1, even if they attack with it, which I don't think they will. They may, just because I'll have an 0/3 at that point, or a -1/3, technically. Island. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Informant, because I want to make sure I get to my second black mana, because I really want to be able to play that Predator. So any regular islands I'm going to bin, anything else. Okay, so the Harpooner might be worth keeping around. I'm going to make sure I draw the Swamp next, though. And I will go ahead and get in there with the Passwall Adept. Okay, so obviously they're on the Jeskai plan, which can be very good. They're not having nearly of an aggressive start as Boros partial deck should have, so we'll definitely see what happens with that. So I'm going to go ahead and just attack here with both of my 1 power creatures. If they do try to do anything too crazy, I always have Devious Cover-Up. The Nightveil Predator, though, is coming down because they didn't have anything. So with this board, okay, they went 4 colors, so we'll definitely see what happens here. Parhelion control. I'm definitely okay with that. I can attack through that all day. So drop an island. Yep, gonna go ahead and get into combat here. Let's go ahead and attack with everything. If they decide to double block one of these two creatures, I may just let them get away with that. I could always Artful Takedown, 2-for-1 them. Okay. I decided just to block the one creature. So I got in for 4 damage. I'm definitely okay with that. And I will end my turn. So I'm going to play Artful Takedown first, preferably, before the counter spell. Just so that way I can shuffle Artful Takedown back into my library. I think that'll be a little bit better use of that, if possible. If they drop some sort of crazy bomb, like if they got a Ralzaric or something like that, they may have splashed for that. This is a very interesting color combination, because 4-color not green is very brave to do, in my opinion. Okay, Intrusive Pack Beast, I'm totally fine with that. They'll re-tap down my 2/1 power creatures. So that's cool. Totally resolves. Gonna attack me with a 2/3 probably. Maybe nothing. Okay, I'll let that resolve. And then I'm going to go ahead and Artful Takedown. I'm going to tap down the Pack Beast here and kill the Parhelion. Creature to tap, Pack Beast. Creature to give -2/-4, Parhelion. That's a good draw. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get in for 5 again. And I'm going to just go ahead and play the Pitiless Gorgon. I have no pity. It's pitiless. Whispering Snitch, that's fine. They'll probably swing in because they can give this -2/-0, rendering this blocker useless. I mean, I would. Vigilance means you still have 2 blockers back. I may just take the safer line next turn and just make the Gorgon unblockable and just swing in for 5. No blockers is easy for here. That's just mean. Alright, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play that. I'm not going to give this unblockable. It's going to swing in with just the 1 Night Veil Predator. play a second Night Veil Predator. And assume they can't do much about that. If I were them, I may scoop here. Unless they have an answer in hand that I just don't see yet. Okay, that's not at all an answer. Because the 6 damage in the air. Yep, you'll tap down my 2 creatures that you can tap down. Yep. So I should block, but I don't see a reason to. 13, 10, 8, 7, I go to 7. They have 2 mana up. Just gonna go ahead and see if I can swing in for lethal with the counter back up. Probably should have only swung the flyers, but well, we got there. Okay. Whew. Alright, got that first win out of the way early, so now I can just go ahead and lose the rest of my games. Alright. Alright, cool. I'm 1/10 of the way there to play another one of these with gold. Alright, let's keep it going. Second axe. Second axe? I'm not sure what this name is supposed to mean. Oh my. Okay, so here's a little bit of punishment. Decent spread of hand, but if that's a lot of green, I can't play. Gonna have to mulligan this. Ugh. I think I'm gonna keep. I should be able to scry my way into something to get my Sprite online early enough. Swamp on top. Forest on top. Okay. That's still good, because I can still play my Sprite, and that gives me my splash color early, which I'm going to need, I think. So, hello, island. That's right, I'm on Simic. What are you going to do about it? Burglar Rat. Alright, take my Dowser of Lights, please. Ugh. I feel like I need to keep Notion Rain because that can dig me out of my mulligan. And I'll wait to use that in case I draw a land. I can play the Gorgon. Piston Fist, that's rough. I'll go ahead and combat in. And I'll keep that island on top. Will I? No, I won't. That island is nothing to me. Because I need black mana bad. My hope is that they don't have a instant or sorcery, because I really don't feel like taking 4 right here. Okay. Island. Good. Just what I wanted. Gotta get in there. Throw away the Zeratok. And that's gonna hurt. Alright, so I still haven't taken a big hit from the Cyclops yet, so I should be okay. Oh, no other option but Informant. Luminous Bonds, good. Alright, so they still haven't played a big spell, so I'm okay. Okay, so couple options here. Artful Takedown takes down 2 of their creatures. The Gorgon's just something to get in the way. I think I need to drop that first. No, I think I'm just going to pass the turn here. I took a little long, so they might know if something's up, but... I'll tap the rat and kill the agent. All right. Prey upon. And I will Thought Erasure. I could Notion Rain here, I think, but I'd rather have an idea of what they're doing. And I will definitely get rid of their Artful Takedown. So now they won't be able to attack with that. Okay. So I think it's going to be worth playing the Gorgon here. Let's see. I wish Prey Upon was Pit Fight so I could play it at instant speed. Child of the Night, that's fine. Luminous Bonds, that's also fine. Gonna Prey Upon here. And I think I have the Notion Rain. Don't need more swamps, but the dead weight will do fine. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's a good card. I'm gonna lose to that. Probably not attacking? No, thank goodness. Yes, don't play anything. I don't think I stabilized necessarily. Because this is on cast, yeah, so they're going to start pumping out birds soon. Okay, get rid of that 1/5, because oh my goodness. Ooh, and I surveil too. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, I like this. I like the spy bug. Done. Pass the turn. Ugh. Go away. Go away forever. I will again keep the spy bug on top. Darkblade Agent, totally fine. I guess I'll just hold that up. I already used a good amount of my surveil, unfortunately, so this is gonna be a slow, painful game. Probably should have played the pass wall. That's okay. Disinformation campaign. No, perfect. I'll discard this pass wall adept. I think we're gonna go ahead and kill the bats. Ooh, this is quite the game here. Barrier of Bones, resolve. If I give that death touch, and he's going to draw a card, because I'm going to let him hit me. But I definitely, if he attacks with both, I'm going to block the rat. If he only attacks with the Dark Blade, I'll just jump block, and that'll be that. Yep, resolve. Yep, totally resolve. I discard this land. Didn't attack. That's wonderful news. Well. That's going to be a problem. Severed strands. Well, nothing I can do on that. Okay, I can play both these spells, so I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn, because that's what my life is right now. I will block here. One blocker. Okay. Nothing else, thank goodness. Alright, pass the turn. Okay, need to draw something. I'll gladly draw my Dowser of Lights if I could draw it again. That's something I can draw. Let's see if that can make it through. Alright, it did. Combat. No attacks. End. Spybug's totally fine by me. Because I'm going to draw my other Night Veil Predator next. I was wrong. I'm doomed. Well, might as well attack in. Their clock is a little bit better, considering I'm at 4, but nothing else I could really do. Ooh, it's gonna be a close one. Still have another prey upon me here, I think. House Guild Mage. Gonna go ahead and counter that. Choose up to 4 cards. Okay, I will choose a Prey Upon, an Artful Takedown, a Prey Upon, and this big dumb idiot. Forest, perfect. Combat. Look at all these lands I don't want. No blocks, damage. I'm at 1. All creatures get... Okay. Resolve. You didn't read how that card was worded. Sure. What are you doing, buddy? Oh. Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that guy. Interesting. Good way to finish me off, actually. Alright, well. Ooh, Pack Corset. Perfect. Okay. So, that was a awful way to lose a game, but it happens. So let's get back into it. I would like to win more than one game, but we'll see what happens. Bishop the Cat. It's a great name for a cat. Okay, so I want to keep this because the Spybug and my islands are the land I have most of, so I think I'm going to keep this. Might be a little risky, but just going to go ahead and go for it. Keep my splash color. Got the hello back, so that's what matters. Alright, Already being punished. There's a great 2-drop for blue. Certainly resolves. There we go. Never didn't have it. Play the Spy Bug. Pass the turn. Alright, so let's hope they don't have their own Spy Bug, because that would be awful. Ooh. They're gonna surveil a little bit more than me. So combat, attack with all one of my creature. Drop a guild gate. And drop a pass while at it. Ooh, they always have this as an option, so I think they're, much like how I have this open all the time, they're going to have that open all the time. So we're going to have to actually click through even if we're on autoplay. So far I'm really enjoying the Guilds of Ravnica set. Haven't played a whole lot on MTG Arena, but definitely want to get to drafting this set more, especially in paper. Oh, the store's back online. Good. Just in time for me to not care. Ooh. Thought Erasure. Resolve. That's a problem, but I have a few things, so we'll see what they get. I have one big creature that they're probably going to be not wanting me to play. Yep. So there goes the Night Veil. And they're surveilling 3 times as much. Creeping Chill. Ooh, good hit. I like it. Okay. All right. Cool. Oh wow. They really don't want me to have that Spy Bug. I mean, like I said before, the Spy Bug can take over games, so I definitely understand that play. Alright, now I'm up to blue, blue, black, black, and I can play my Spy, or my Predator, hooray. Alright, so combat, attack with all, damage, end. Alright, got a little ways to go, but I have 2 kill spells and a counter spell. They're gonna be hard pressed to get through all that, I think. Damage. Now let's go ahead and play another pass wallet. Well, I think I'm gonna hold off just because I want to have that Sinister Sabotage up for something that's not a creature. Like, Jumpstart makes this too good. Just gonna let them have 2 cards. I feel real bad for it, but I could just do it again. Jumpstart's that good. That resolves, that's fine. Probably just kill it? Or should I kill it? Probably end up killing it. Ocean Rain and throw this forest away. Tap green. Well, no, not. Tap green and blue and black. Play an Ocean Rain. I like both of these. Alright, so this one I'm going to counter. Because this one cost them discarding a deadweight, which seems fine to me. And I don't need that land. So now they know I have status and stature. Oh no, my harpooner. Play the island. Combat. And play my second Night Veil Predator. They probably have a counter for it. There you are. I think their value deck is a little bit better than my value deck, unfortunately. Sure. Ugh. Disgusting. They just got rid of 3 lands. And the value keeps on rolling. Oh, hey, there's a guy. I like this guy. The wildest of Ceratoks. Can't wait to see how he dies. Barrier of Bones. Tempted just to kill this so they'll put 4 lands back in their deck. Jeez. Oh, yep. That's how that dies. Damage. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that thing I said I was gonna do. I'll let them exile that and get all those things back into their library, but hopefully they draw a couple lands for a couple turns. I'll be blocking here all day. Only down 1 Night Veil Predator, so I could really use my other one. Okay. And then I'll offer them the deal of a lifetime. I think so. No blocks. There's a dead weight. Still only gonna attack with, well, no. Because they could flash in another one of those guys at any moment. Huh? They didn't. Okay, good. Alright, like I said, hopefully they're drawing some lands. That's not one. My turn? My turn. I'd love to get the Night Veil sprayed out with the Spy Bug. That'd be a lot of fun, I think. Thank you for getting rid of that swamp. That's fine. Dazzling lights. Guess it's like blue fog. Yeah, that resolves. Ooh, keeping that in there. Totally keeping both. I think I'm gonna grab this first though. Dropping a 4-5 on this board is actually gonna be pretty impactful, I believe. Ooh. Let's see what they got for this. No, nothing. Good. Well, they are currently playing off the top of their library as well. So, counterspell's good here. Combat. I think I'll just attack with all. I like leaving back one blocker just because it's too good. Okay. And turn. Oh, thank goodness. Spybug, my own predator, removal, and counterspell. Take the action. Alright. Got there for win number 2. Thank God. Alright, let's keep it rolling. So, I like my Dimir deck so far. A little bit of green I have in there is, I think, exactly what I wanted. The Prey Upons with the Death Touch. I can just, 1-3s and 1-4s mean nothing if I have a Death Touch 2-2. So I feel like it's very good. So I'm hoping to not play as much of a grindy game this time. They are Jace on their avatar here. Alright, so Notion Rain should be able to get me to the green that I need. Oh, that's a 1-1. I like where this is going. I'm gonna lose a lot of life real quick, but they're gonna play Spybug, and then they're gonna be afraid. They're gonna be very afraid. I hope. Call the locksmith. No blockers. Notion Rain here is a little Interesting. I don't need this island, I don't think. Do need that forest. Okay, so no attacks. Let's block with the spy bug for a turn. Arhelion Patrol. I'll be playing a Harpooner next. The Harpooner. What is the Night Veil Predator? Well, I already played up green, so I kind of messed that up. So that's my fault. Yeah, Night Veil Predator may have been better there. We'll see. Oh my. So I have to block or I am dead. Alright, so that was fun. So I'm not comfortable enough attacking it. Store is currently offline. Thank you for going right back offline. Wojak Bodyguard is a great creature for me to kill. Let's see. I think I'd like to go ahead and take him out. Get rid of some swamps. Combat in with a 4/5. And then play a 2/2 Death Touch. Okay. Well, Death Touch is Death Touch. Passwell Adept, and I should be able to swing in for 10 next turn? Lava Coil, that's good. That's good for them. And a creature. Alright. Keep that clock going. Let's keep this blocker in the way. Should be game. I mean, I can die to a lot of things. I'm at 3. The new Lightning Helix that costs 4 is a split card. That would kill me. Cool. Ooh. That was a close one, too. Let's keep on rolling. Tristeza. I really want to add an N in there somewhere. Trinstenzen. Okay, yep. Great hand is great. I will keep. Hello. Here's a swamp. Come on, Spybug. Spybug. No. Oh, still gonna go ahead and play my Surveil cards. Ooh. It's a lot of good stuff. Alright, that one's really good. I think I'm just going to take them off their 2-drop. Because I'll have removal by the time they're able to play anything. Yeah, I'll keep that there. I don't really want the second prey pawn, but I think I'll keep it just in case. Maybe I should get rid of the island. Watcher's good. Passwell is good. See, they've got the Crushing Canopy to take out my art, to take out the Watcher. Nothing I can do about that. But if that's what they're doing on their 5th turn, then I am in fine shape. So I'm going to go ahead and combat, have them tap out to kill it. Come on. You know you want it. There it is. And go ahead and drop this Gorgon. So I have a hand of things I can't play. It's a little rough, but I am okay with it. Comes the Forgers, they'll be 2 life. Let's play an Adept and pass. I will let you see my handful of green cards I can't play. Or you can get rid of something from my graveyard. Because you know I can't play any of these things yet. Harpooner to the yard. Alright. Pass the turn. Yep. Countering that. All those good cards back in my library. To draw an island. Perfect. Right on time. Ugh. Bad. I'll take 4 here. There we are. Okay. Rhizome Lurcher. There's a big old 5. Okay. Gotta have a pump spell in there, right? Nope, there's an Overhulk. That's pretty good. Not sure what I can draw here. That's something at least. Perfect. All right. So, yep, that they've got me here. Good game. Ooh, all right then. All right. Well, let's see if we can get to 4 wins. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be very close. Zalzari. Okay. Turn 2 Spybug. Alright. Keep all day. Hello. Guildgate. Thinking. Cool. Glad you do that. We all should do that more often. Go ahead and get rid of this Pyherion Patrol. Keep that swamp on top. Yeah, sure. Yep. So I'm gonna kind of stifle myself on lands for a couple turns, but no, I draw the cards. I always forget that about those kind of cards. Alright, I no longer have the better clock, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and not attack here. Like, I don't think I do. Let's see why you'd want to give that flying. I'm gonna go ahead and try to kill it, though. Yeah. Yep. So, still 2 for 1 for me. So the Gorgon can block the Fire Urchin pretty well. They'll probably be playing a dragon soon. There you are. Hopefully I can Price of Fame that thing. I will be blocking the Urchin if you attack with both. Mentor means nothing to me here. Just attack with a Stalwart. That's your best bet. Trust me. Come on, Forest, though. That'd be great. Yes, there you go. Just that. No blocks. Forest! Alright, so I've got a couple options. I think I'm just gonna Artful Takedown now. No, why would I do that? I'll Artful Takedown before they go into combat. Tap their Flyer. -2, -4 their Stalwart. Store's back online. Thank you, again, for reminding me of all these important pieces of information. Now I think I Price of Fame the Whelp? Well... it's instant, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and get into combat. Actually, no. I'm still going to hold off. So they try to play a sorcery to pump this up by some crazy amount. Maybe I'll Price of Fame it. A couple interesting options here. Ooh, there's a good guy to Price of Fame. Glad I didn't waste it yet. Good. Attack with the dragon. I'll take 3. It's okay. Yep. He'll deal 1 damage to that. No blocks, no damage. Kill it. Dead weight. Ugh. I'll take the island first. So I can play this Night Vale Predator. And then I can Pax Favor because of Convoke, so I'm going to pass the turn here. Yes, that'll be good. Ooh, something for 4, 5, 7. Oh my. 6, 7 mana. Holy moly, that's a 4/5 flyer. Okay. Gonna attack. I think Deadweight Harpooner, probably? Well, that's kind of a crappy 2-for-1, isn't it? Just make it a 2/3. And then play the pass ball. I think that'll do just nicely. Oh my god, they were at 20 and they scooped. Alright. I mean, that was a pretty good board position I had, but certainly didn't expect them to just not try. I was certainly a couple turns away from even starting to attack, so I will take it. Alright, so 4 wins I'm okay with. 5 wins is where I'd like to be, minimum. So let's try to get 1 more at least, and we'll keep going from there. Artificer. That's a lot of islands, but I think I like it with the Surveil card. Hello. Oh good, another Boros deck. Alright, so playing this for little value, but the mentor on this is really good, so I'm going to go ahead and just hold the course. I'll block if they attack. I doubt they will, but you never know. Boros players are wily like that. They also could have the Justice card that deals damage as the creature deals its power to itself. And not great for a 3/2. Yes, you're thinking. I appreciate you letting me know. I mean, I'd rather know that they're thinking and not, oh, just stuck. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna play the Guildgate tapped and pass. Might take a couple hits here, but I think Artful Takedown on 4 is more important than just playing the Informant here. Ooh, that's a Hammer Dropper. Alright, so pass the turn. Gonna go ahead and tap the Boros Challenger and wipe away the Hammer Dropper. Alright, and we got the Watcher in the Mist. I like both these cards. Next turn I can play both the creatures in my hand and leave up Pack's Favor. Oh, that's a good card. Oof. No blockers. Let's get crazy. Alright, so I have to chump block one, eat the other with the Pack's Favor, and take one from Healer's Hulk, or two from Healer's Hulk because of 3 from Healer's Hulk because of Mentor. My god, this is gonna hurt. Oh boy. If you don't attack, you're silly. But I will gladly not have you attack me. Be a land. Just asking for that to be a land. No, get rid of the Informant here. Go to damage, please. Please work. Please have worked. Oh my goodness. Please have worked. Alright. So the Sprite It's never going to be that much value when I play it. But it can block a flyer. So I'll have to live with that. So if they attack again, I will eat the Hulk and chump. Ooh, that's a good card. They probably won't attack here. I'd be very surprised. Color me surprised. Okay. Certainly resolve. So I'm gonna go ahead and chump here. And block here. If they have the +2/+2, so be it. They didn't, but they gained 2. Maybe they were just all about that. Combat, I'm going to swing in with the Sprite. Because right now Surveil is going to be very important for me. I need this. Realizing now I don't have another land to play this, oh my. Okay, 2, 4, 6, so this could kill me on its own. Paying a white and a red. Yep. Paying a white and a red. Paying a white and a red. Okay, so then attack with both. Certainly take out the one I can kill. Go to 1. Gotta surveil. A hasty creature kills me. Okay. I got greedy. Greed. I was just hoping I'm trying to get lucky. But overall, I think I did alright. 4 wins, 3 losses. I'm okay with that. Okay. Now we go to the store and we get to open up all the packs that we've earned throughout the draft. Hoping for Overgrown Tomb. That's not that. It's not that at all. Burglaret, confirmed worst card. Overgrown Tomb. Oh, another Night Veil. Response and Resurgence. Another good Boros pack. And from this, I'm hoping for another one of the Death Baron. And that's a Gorklaw. But a couple of wild cards, a little bit of progress. I'm okay with how that draft went. Alright, well, thank you for checking out this draft. Next time I'll probably go back to a stipulation draft of some sort, and we'll see if I get any suggestions on what to do for that. If you want to check us out, on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see our YouTube, which you're watching this on, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can follow us on there. We usually try to update those whenever we're doing some sort of crazy projects. You can follow us on Twitch, where we stream a lot of Arena. And, yeah, if you want to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitch, give us a like, give us a follow everywhere. Yeah, so, and then superliminalfilms.com. That gives you all the information for everything that we do. Do a lot of podcasts, film stuff, and we try to keep it varied to keep you entertained. And don't forget, if I'm posting this when I think I am, beginning of November, you'll be seeing another pop-up video where we play Paper Pauper. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, because we've enjoyed filming those as well. So, all right, thank you everyone for their time, and have a great night.